extremely pleased to welcome my colleagues from ASEM countries and grateful for the effort that all of you have made to give priority to this 11th ASEM Foreign Ministers meeting in what are obviously very busy calendars. As a reflection of the importance that we in India accord to ASEM, we are privileged to have the Honorable Vice President, Mr. Hamid Ansari, inaugurate this 11th ASEM Foreign Ministers meeting this morning. The Vice President had led the Indian delegation to the 8th ASEM Summit in 2010 in Brussels, as you will recall. India is indeed honored to be in the chair for ASEM FMM 11 at a crucial juncture in the evolution of ASEM. During our tenure as chair, we've had the advantage of the depth of its political dialogue and the opportunity to seek with your support to add to its relevance and vitality. We are grateful that ASEM partners share this vision of ours for the future of ASEM. Under the agenda of ASEM FMM 11, we are making excellent progress to emphasize result-oriented initiatives by agreeing to work with like-minded ASEM members in areas with potential for tangible cooperation. We have agreed to bring about change in the working methods of ASEM and the nature of its outcome documents. I'm glad to share with you that the meeting of our senior officials over the last two days has also recommended the setting up of a working group on a press and public awareness strategy. This will take ASEM into the homes and offices of people across Asia and Europe and allow us to bring in members of civil society, business, media, and parliaments as our partners in strengthening ASEM as a bridge between two important continents. Our senior officials have also recommended the setting up of another working group to devise a roadmap for the 20th anniversary celebrations of ASEM in 2016 and had some preliminary brainstorming on this very important forthcoming landmark in our history. I hope that our discussions over the next 2 days will move ASEM beyond a declaratory political dialogue towards tangible deliverables and concrete action in a more determined manner. ASEM not only brings together the two dynamic continents of Asia and Europe, but also a collective capacity, quite unparalleled in regional fora, to promote growth and development regionally and globally. This is more relevant than ever before, given the persisting global economic crises and the simultaneous evolution in political security architectures and the social transformation underway across regions. The future of ASEM lies in taking the significance of this forum beyond select areas to a more comprehensive effort of partnership between Europe and Asia, a partnership that is anchored in bringing together our people, our economies, our strengths, all of which would allow us to build a more effective multilateral response to current challenges. May I now request the Honorable Vice President, His Excellency Mr. Hamid Ansari, to inaugurate the 11th ASEM Foreign Ministers meeting and share his perspective on how we can go about doing this better and more effectively. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of External Affairs of India, Mr. Salman Khurshid, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to join you this morning for this inaugural session of the 11th ASEM Foreign Ministers meeting. India is honored to be the host today. The vitality and continuing relevance of ASEM highlights its importance as a bridge between Asia and Europe and as a platform for dialogue to promote stability, peace and development. The theme of this conference, ASEM Bridge to Partnership for Growth and Development, is reflective of this. Our forum brings together 60% of the world's population, 52% of the global GDP, and close to 70% of the world trade. Dialogues have to be relevant in situational terms. We are witness today to important evolution in the political security and socio-economic architectures across the two continents as also globally. The world economy continues to be sluggish, and emerging economies that were previously seen as the engines of economic growth have been compelled to take tough decisions they can ill afford given the enormity of their developmental needs. The international community is also facing a degree of unprecedented sophistication in non-traditional security threats. These transcend national borders and traditional response patterns and necessitate considerably higher levels of comprehension and cooperation. In today's context, therefore, the strategic importance of the Asia-Europe partnership is evident. I believe we should look to optimize ASEM's potential with a sense of greater urgency. We should endeavor to take it beyond being a forum for political dialogue only, make it reach out to the people of member states and create wider stakeholding amongst economic partners and civil society. We should invest its outcomes with tangible deliverables. Collective action under ASEM can strengthen the understanding between our peoples, the dynamism in our economies, and the realization of our developmental priorities. It can also help us to continue the process of understanding and consultation between ASEM countries in order to respond more effectively to global challenges. I do hope, Excellencies, your discussions will come up with ideas for using the synergies available in the collective capacity within ASEM. While Asia has the strength of emerging markets and its human resource potential, Europe has existing capacities and an edge in the technological innovations. There are natural and beneficial partnerships here which can be strengthened further. Bringing about greater focus on areas of relevance for developing countries and emerging markets will allow us to tap into areas of positive growth and prosperity. I also hope that your deliberations in the retreat will add to our understanding and consensus on how best to deal with issues of regional and global concern. Now that ASEM has reached significant maturity of approach and purpose, it is perhaps time to take its processes beyond the confines of diplomatic space to involve civil society, industry, and media. This could also serve as an accurate barometer of ASEM to gauge the common aspirations of people of Asia and Europe. There is a historical tradition of the flow of ideas, practices, and systems between the two continents. We need to see this exchange continue and strengthen. I would like to commend ASEM FMM 11 for taking on the responsibility to add to the relevance and vitality of ASEM by emphasizing the important dimension of tangible cooperation between its member countries. ASEM can lead the way amongst the numerous multilateral frameworks that exist today to respond to common challenges at the regional and global level. Many of these fora are seeing important success, and I see no reason why ASEM cannot assume a leading position amongst them. ASEM has an unparalleled edge in terms of membership, capacity, economic influence, intellectual depth, strategic expertise, and political leadership. ASEM's outcomes must accord greater visibility to these strengths. This is an ambitious agenda, but all our countries, Excellencies, will have to share the burden. I sense greater resolve amongst us to deliver on this expectation. I wish you strength in your collective political will to take ASEM towards greater maturity, success, and more tangible outcomes. I look forward to the continuation of this process at ASEM 10 next year, and I assure you that India will remain steadfast in partnering Italy at the next ASEM summit. Thank you.
Add to the relevance, vitality, and visibility of ASEM through our foreign ministers meeting. As you've said, we need to give greater visibility to the strengths in ASEM of membership, capacity, strategic expertise, and political leadership. There is also a strategic and economic global and regional context lending urgency to our doing so. Our synergies can be engines for economic growth and development, bridging technological innovations with human resource development. Our individual capacities can contribute to a collective dynamism that draws its strength from the common aspirations of the people of our countries, making us more effective in meeting global challenges. We realize we are not treading fresh ground, but we aim to put in place a process that would take ASEM to a leading position amongst regional and global fora. We thank you once again, Honorable Vice President, for giving us your valuable time and blessing us in our endeavors. Thank you very much.